Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
Welcome. It's William and Andrew here at Allegory Gallery, and we are at Star Cottage Studio today again. We have been here all day. Andrew especially. Andrew got up early and got here to Star Cottage. I had a few things to do around the house and had to drop off packages at the post office. All those packages we packed yesterday, and lots more. So it's been an eventful day. It's been a beautiful day here. Beautiful day here in Ligonier. We had the door open for a while, actually. And my watch is dead, but I think it went up to 50-some degrees today. 50-some degrees today.
60.
Was it 60? So it's been wild. It's been wild today. Lots of things happening. We have lots of new kits for you today. Hopefully you're going to enjoy those. I'm a little bit out. I've been nose deep in orders all day, and it is not always easy. Make sure Instagram is running over here okay. It is not always easy sorting them all, especially because we have orders in different ways. We have some invoices, we have some through the online store. At least we don't have any in person right now again to add to anything like that. But yeah, it's been wild. I've gotten through a lot of orders today. I have another big bag to take to the post office. We are catching up pretty quickly, which is great. So hopefully
all the boxes are done.
Boxes are done. That's a big thing. Everybody's been waiting on boxes. Whether it's treasure hunt box, whether it's the inspiration box, you should have seen your shipping label go out for those. And so that cleaned up some things. The lucky kits went out yesterday. If you missed that conversation, those went out yesterday. Actually, all this morning. They were processed yesterday. They all left this morning. And yeah, a lot of dragon paintings went out today. So if you've been waiting on a dragon painting, it may have gone out. You can check your email for all of that. Yeah. Other than that, I was talking to pharmacies and doctors and trying to figure stuff out and going over our healthcare plan that we're choosing. It's one of those. Like, it's all that stuff to do in amongst everything else. So yeah. How are you all? Let's say hi. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Norma. Let's see. Marianne says, pretty good. It's sunny today, which I enjoy. Still sorting beads and running out of containers. That's a problem sometimes, right? Hello, Jane. Thank you for joining us today.
Who's Jane?
Jane Cook. Jane Cook. Susan is here with us. Thank you for joining us. Norma is here. Harry is here. Cheryl is here. Susie is here. Thank you all for joining. Susan says it was 68 with sun and clouds today. Yeah, it's pretty sunny here. It's pretty bright. Lots of stuff going on.
Speaking of bright, can you put that UV resin down on the floor in the shadow? It's to your right.
This?
And that, well, over there.
In there somewhere.
I don't want to say
Cook. Andrew's been working with resin today since it was nice out. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day of sorting things out and getting things together. What else? Anything else? What am I missing? What's been going on? What's been going on with all of you?
I didn't get one of the residencies I applied for.
So Andrew struck out at that residency.
I did get into a show today, so it seems like it's one of those things, like you lose some, you win some.
Right.
You win some, you lose some.
Win some, lose some. Yeah, so that's exciting. Andrew's in another show. When's this one?
I have no idea.
So
there's one that's in England.
We're not going to that one.
I'd like to.
That would be great,
Maybe
but
next year. I'll actually make something that fits the parameters. I'm sort of fudging this one a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't have the right materials to do it, so.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
do what you got to do.
put a heavy patina on everything so nobody knows.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? And yeah, so lots of stuff. My brain is fried today. Lots of stuff happening. Of course, please hit the share button. Share this video. We got lots of new kits. You might like the kits. Hopefully you like the kits. I wanted to remind everyone, I sent out an email today also that the moving sale is still happening. I don't know how long we're going to keep that happening, but the moving sale is still happening. So if you would like to still save, you can still save 25%. I shared that in an email and a text message today. Please let your friends know if there's something they'd like. Please grab it. Please grab it. And Harry says, I played with the outdoor cat some. A couple love to be held and petted. That's cute. That's cute that they're not totally feral, right? That's good. Yeah. I wish I had more exciting things to say. I have not edited the Saturday morning tutorial yet. So
Directly after.
that has to happen directly after this, because if I don't do it like immediately after, it's not going to be available for y'all to watch by the time we normally release it on Saturday, which, when is that? 8:30 a.m.? Trying to remember when our original time was. Might be a little skewed tomorrow morning. We'll see how long it takes me to get back into the editing zone again. That's always one of those things. It's like learning something all over again after you've not done it for a while. So, and hopefully all goes well with getting it off of my phone. As we talked about, it did have some issues during the recording session. So I know. We're gonna knock on all the wood. Norma's missed Jen's tutorials. Yeah, I miss doing them with Jen. It's always fun to hang out and have her record stuff for us. So Marion says, yes, 8:30. Okay, I'm going to try for 8:30. We'll see how it goes. If I get it done before midnight, there's a chance that it will be processed and ready before then. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, so that's about what I've got. How have you been doing out there?
I put the solar lights in.
Oh yeah. Did you?
They're shining.
They were not lit up. I saw them out there though. I didn't even see you go out and do that, but I saw them out there, but they're not lit. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with them, because they were out in the sun for a while, weren't they?
I don't know if they had enough time to charge.
Okay, because I didn't know when you did it. I was like, when did he do that this morning?
Switch to turn on.
Maybe.
I should probably have read the instructions.
Just went out and planted them in the ground.
Yeah, I wanted to do it instead of like fighting in the snow.
Mm-hmm. We didn't get our chip drop today.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed by that, because they said it was supposed to happen on Monday, and then they said on Friday, and it's Friday now.
Yeah.
And I can imagine, because I work in lawn care, sometimes you have to like make hay when the sun is shining.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if they come back and they say, oh, we got busy or got busy with a job or something, then I'll not put in the refund claim. But I think I might have to, because this is the third time that they've rescheduled.
Yeah.
So.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a company that does chips, like what do we call them? Mulch. And if they have extras from loads and things that they're doing around, and they just drop them off for a cheaper price. And so we've signed up for this numerous times, and numerous times we've been charged and not gotten anything. So yet again, we didn't get anything, which was not kind of a surprise, because we keep trying and, you know, keep doing the same thing and getting the same result, right? But yeah, so, oh, M-Gem says, good evening. Hello out there. Thank you for joining us out there on Instagram. Good to see you out there. Susan was busy making bracelets and found my third one. That's good. It's always, I was wondering, because it's always bad to lose something you just had, right? Andrew did that today. He specifically said he wasn't going to place something in a certain place because he'd forget where he put it. So he put it in a more secure place where he'd remember. And what did he remember? The place he would have forgotten, not the place he actually put it. He did end up finding it though, so that's good. Says plan on doing some earrings tomorrow. That's good. Cheryl's a quiet weekend ahead. Daughter has grad school tomorrow, so I'll be in cleaning mode and hopefully taking a walk by the lake. That's nice. That's nice. M. Jim says, Emily Turner from the Poconos. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you out here. Sorry, I have to look away from the camera to see the Instagram. If you don't know, we're streaming on StreamYard, and we use StreamYard to stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram all in one. And most of the comments come through, whether they're on Facebook or YouTube, right here, where I barely have to look away. I just have to look to the side a little bit. But Instagram has to be on another device running, because, you know, Instagram is Instagram. But at least we can tie up into it. And we love Instagram, but they do not make it easier to, they don't make it easy to tie into their live broadcasting system with anything. At least they're making steps, and this was a step, and so we're able to see. I just have to look away from y'all when I have to check that comment. But we still love to see you over there, so join us on Instagram, @Allegory Gallery everywhere, @Allegory Gallery. Go follow us. If you don't follow us on Instagram, go do it right now. Take a moment. It's okay. We're just chatting. Marion says, I temporarily lose things all the time. Me too.
I'm usually pretty good, but today, I don't know.
Yeah. You'll see behind me, my sublimation setup's a little messier than it was yesterday. I didn't clean it here today. I was working on stuff, making some tumblers for people, making some pins for people for some orders. That is something I did today as well. Stunk Andrew out a little bit.
I hate this.
It bothers him much more than it bothers me.
Like, it makes my throat close up.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me that much, but that's one of the reasons.
You're sensitive.
I know, like the candle going in here makes me like, I'm like a little bit.
That's not the candle that's doing that.
No, it is. I can tell. Yep. But
I think the candle makes it smell less terrible.
It doesn't. I don't say the candle smells terrible, but
no,
it's
that.
It's what candles do to me. Generally, most scent things do that. This is just a burn off. Apparently, it does not do that to me when I'm burning the tumblers.
I would say what it smells like, but I don't.
It's not great.
No.
Generally, the space is big enough it doesn't bother me. But Andrew is, for some reason, more sensitive to it than I am. So we opened the door today. It was nice enough to open the door.
Hallelujah.
Although it is going to go back into the freezing, and we're going to have snow in a few days. So that's one of those things that is interesting. We're going to have to wall up the door again and barricade it from the winter weather. But it was nice to have the air flowing. Emily says, I only see my comments, not others. That's right. You only see comments on Instagram. That's why I read all the comments. You will see comments on the place where you are watching from. So you will see comments from Instagram, Emily. People on YouTube will see the YouTube comments. People on Facebook will see the Facebook comments, but it also depends where on Facebook you're watching. We broadcast to about 3 or 4 different places on Facebook. So you will only see the comments in the place that you're watching on Facebook. So you might only see 1 or 2, it might say 1 or 2 people watching on Facebook and you don't see many comments. That doesn't mean that's all that are watching. There are more people watching. It's all congregating from different places into one place where I see most everything.
Pretty good about reading everybody.
I do try to read almost everybody's comments all the time, unless you're just talking amongst yourselves. Then I usually skip that. Or if it's a question you need to ask via email instead, sometimes I'll address it. Sometimes I'll say, you just need to email.
Because otherwise we'll forget.
Yes, it's true. Susan says it's supposed to storm late tonight, then the temperature drops. Still tempered in the 40s tomorrow for the Mardi Gras and Asian New Year celebrations. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be colder here tomorrow, starting to happen. But that's okay. 40s, not too bad. Not too bad for the beginning of February. Emily says, not looking forward to it, the snow. Where
are you? Poconos?
Poconos, yeah.
Is your weather worse or the same as here?
I think the weather that way is generally a little better than here.
Even in the Poconos?
Well, better than like Arma, where I was. Because my aunt and uncle lived over there for a while, and they always had less snow, it seemed like.
I know Philly is warmer than we are.
Because my aunt and uncle had a cabin in the Poconos for a while, and it seemed like they didn't have as much snow, but that could have just been a few times me hearing what was going on. But yeah, it's been very warm the last few days, says Emily. Yeah, it's been warm here, 50s, 60s.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's all the all the flowers are coming out. We've had snowdrops. We've had crocuses. We've had hellebores. We've had dandelions.
I'm like, let's have it now.
Spring is like ready to be here, and it's not here yet. Emily says snow mix in the forecast for Tuesday. Yeah, we have snow coming Tuesday is what they're saying too. My mom, she doesn't live far, and she was hearing that she was getting snow on Monday. It might have passed since then, but she was supposed to get 3 to 5 inches, and we're supposed to get a maximum of like 2.2 inches of snow and like 0.3 inches of rain possible. So I know. Emily says, I've had the dreaded stink bugs. Our cats have been playing with a few of those. There's a ladybug popping up over on my light over here. So the ladybugs are starting to come out. I saw flies as well. Flies starting to move around again. It's kind of crazy. Norma says, my daffodils are up and the first one is starting to open. Andrew said the daffodils are starting to pop up here too.
I don't know what to do, but they didn't drop the stuff off, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We were all worried about how we're going to deal with this, or we're going to do. Didn't have to.
Because our flower beds, we got busy when, at the end of last year, in late fall, and normally that's when I do the cleanup for the flower beds for the winter and kind of get everything tucked away or whatever. And we didn't do it, so they look terrible. They look like it's a scene from The Last of Us or something. And so I had plans to mulch and stuff and do it when we had the first nice day. Put cardboard down and so that it would keep the weeds and stuff down. And
we were expecting the first nice day to be like spring, you know? But now they're already popping up and it's February. Still winter. So hopefully they don't get frosted away. They probably will, because there's no way they're not going to get it.
Well, at least then I can...
then I can go crazy then. Cheryl says we might get some snow showers Thursday, but that large storm seems to be avoiding us again. It's just odd to see green lawn in Wisconsin. Yeah, I bet.
Our grass is lush.
Yeah, it's pretty nice here.
It's like we need to mow the grass.
Suzanne is here. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for tuning in. Norma says ladybugs are good luck. Yeah. They tend to swarm, though, sometimes.
I like ladybugs.
They are cute. I like them. Harry says the irises are up already. Wow.
Whoa.
That's early.
Like Siberian iris or like Dutch iris. Because like the big ones we usually get late spring.
Yeah, our irises don't usually come up till much later.
But the little ones, the Siberian dwarf irises come up earlier.
That's true. Suzanne says it's hump day for a too long Mardi Gras weekend.
Feeling it?
I saw your pictures of people starting to crowd out onto the street. That seemed a little bit wild. Lorena, hello. Says, I'm new here. My name is Lorena from Hesperia, California. I've seen you at Tucson. Nice. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who may be new, who are watching or not watching, or maybe listening, we're Allegory Gallery. We hang out and we chat with people for a while. We like to chat with our people and catch up almost every day. Pretty much every weekday we hang out, chat a little bit, see how you're doing, let you know what we're doing. Just kind of, getting to know one another and making friends. And then we usually have something to show you, either stuff for sale or a demo or a tutorial. Today we have inspiration kits for sale. So these are new. You're going to get first dibs at them before they go into our online store. And I'll tell you about more how to claim those in a little bit when we get started with that. Jane says, I saw a dandelion today. Yep, we got pictures of dandelions already. We actually had dandelions in January. There were some popping up here and there. Harry says, the miniature irises were first, but the big ones are up as well. Wow. That's early. Emily says, I know that's how I know the cat discovered them. She tries to eat them, but she shakes her head as if she ate a sour lemon. Yeah. Gertie was chasing one the other day. She did not like the effects of it, but she kept doing it. She kept after it.
She likes to play.
She does like to play. All the three girls love to play, the little kittens. And took Barnaby out for a quick walk today. He did not get to go out very long today. He was sad about that. But we had things to do and had to go. He got out for a little walk today. A little bit of hunting, not much though. And what else? That's been the day. That's been the day.
Do people have any plans for the weekend?
Do y'all have plans for the weekend? I guess it is the weekend. What the heck? It is. Wow.
Do we have plans?
We have a conference tomorrow, I hear. A virtual conference tomorrow morning that we are going to do. I don't know what it's about. I just know it's on the calendar. Oh, that's right. We're learning about the jewel tool.
Ricky Frank is going to demonstrate how to use it for enamels. Because my back can't take being hunched over the sink all day, stoning all this stuff down. I was like, there has to be an easier way.
So we're going to see what that's all about. Hello, Carmen. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to yawn, but I'm just a little bit worn out. Suzanne says, I'd love to hibernate until Ash Wednesday. I bet. It's probably wild. I saw the pictures. The streets were already completely packed from what it looked like. And you said it was just kind of getting started. I mean, I think I'd like to be there maybe once, but probably living there, I kind of understand what that's like when we have Fort Ligonier days. It's a fun event. Everybody has a lot of fun, but for the people who live there, it disrupts life for a little while, right? And yours is probably like gigantic compared to that. Suzanne says, at least those people had clothes on. Yeah, I don't think about that. I was gonna say I don't know how often that happens that people take their clothes off, but that generally doesn't happen at Fort Ligonier days. Once in a while, sometimes once in a while, but mostly people keep their clothes on.
Did depends what time of day you go.
Yeah, I guess we don't go out when the bars let out most of the time. We're usually in bed by then. Well, at least at home by then. Suzanne says very frequently they do. Well, isn't that something? Everybody's getting a show.
Hopefully it's a good one.
Hopefully it's a good show.
That's why I'd be like, I want my money back.
So, yeah, do you have plans? Anybody else have plans for the weekend? We're doing a conference, a video call tomorrow, video demo.
It'll be fun.
I think it'll be fun too. And we'll have the Saturday morning tutorial for all of you who have nothing to do on Saturday morning. That should be up and posted on YouTube. We do our Saturday morning tutorials at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. That is a little bit early for people on the West Coast. And looking like 5:30 in the morning. You probably don't get up then, but sometimes they debut late, so it works out. But we filmed those with our well, used to be our in-store teacher. We don't have an in-store now, right now. We're not going to have Jen up in Johnstown when we do open up there. So Jen, who was our in-store teacher, films these tutorials with us. You'll probably see more of her filming more tutorials as time goes on once we get over with the move. And we're going to do more Saturday morning tutorials with her. And we debut them most Saturday mornings around 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And they are on our YouTube channel only. We do not put them on Facebook or anywhere else. These are kind of a YouTube exclusive. So if you want to watch them, please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/allegory gallery. Hit the subscribe, hit that little bell, and that bell will be sure to give you a little notification if you have notifications turned on that we have something happening, like when we go live like this, or when we put a Saturday morning tutorial up, or when we get into our new series of videos that are going to happen in 2024 here. It's going to be exciting. So subscribe and hit that little bell. We do our lives always on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So you can watch those if you prefer to watch on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram's not a great setup because of the way the phone, it's this way and not this way. But
I don't know how to use it.
And Andrew, when he goes live, he does not know how to use it.
I'm just truth telling.
He's truth telling over there.
Because, I don't know. I didn't sit down and spend the time to learn.
Yeah. So, plus Andrew usually has one device. I have multiple, so I can do it. Andrew usually has one device, his phone. So it takes two devices to stream on Instagram. So, but most of the time, always Facebook and YouTube. And if you watch us on YouTube, you can watch on your TV and all that, because most smart TVs have a YouTube app as well. Lorraine is asking, do you sell wholesale? We sell some things wholesale. So we have a line of wooden pendants.
What are you looking for?
It depends what you're looking for. We are mostly a retailer. So we mostly sell retail, business to consumer.
But you never know.
But you never know. If you're looking for something and you're looking for big enough quantities and we can get them for you, it's possible. You just got to let us know. But mostly what we're set up for is retail. But like I said, we do definitely wholesale our wooden pendants. If you see wooden pendants that you like, we can do that. We have a few other things that we make. Some of our other pendants, probably our pins, and we can discuss mugs and the tumblers and things like that we make too, if you're interested in those. Those are things we make in-house. Marianne's going to watch the tutorial and Tim Holt's demo.
Another person I have to compete with.
What's that?
Nothing.
Who are you competing with?
Nothing. Well, we did take a break for a couple months. So.
Right. Let's see here. Lena says, I went to the jazz festival one year and that was wild enough for me. No Mardi Gras. Lena says, I got to see Ray Charles. It was fun. Lorena says, I design all types of jewelry in craft shows. So, yes. We're mostly retail. but we also generally offer really, really good prices. Really good prices. Marion says he doesn't do jewelry, LOL. But we do mostly, you know, we have really good prices and stuff. We specialize in a lot of great things. We have a lot of vintage stuff. You can see all the vintage stuff hanging on the wall behind me. We do a lot of inspiration kits, and our kits are all also generally priced really well below what retail for those speeds would be. We try to make sure, because we also have done shows and made jewelry for things like that, more in when we started out as opposed to now. But we try to make sure when you buy something from us, you can break that strand down. Like you buy a strand, you're going to break it down into earrings. We talk about that a lot and how much you can save by doing things that way. We do have a number of designers who do shows all over the country and all over, especially here in Pennsylvania, that purchase from us because they know they get really good deals. So that's a plug for us that I just did. But hopefully we can help you if you're looking for something. We're always looking to help makers and designers. So yeah, that's what's going on today. And I don't know what else we're doing this weekend other than moving, probably.
Maybe we'll actually move stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some.
We've just been treading water. It feels like trying to catch up.
Yeah, we've finally been trying. Well, I wouldn't say we're caught up, but we're trying to catch up really hard. And it's been, we're getting there. But I feel like as we're getting caught up there, we're losing some footing during the move. So one thing I will say is our next door neighbor, who has Cecilia's Main Street Tattoo Gallery here in Ligonier, they are moving into our space in March, and they are doing a lot of kind of their own remodeling. So I think it's going to be easier for us to get out of there because I think they're just going to want in. Normally we have to do a lot of, you know, sometimes we even repaint back to other colors and all that, and I don't think they care. They just want in the door and things set up. So while we will still leave it the best we can, I don't think we have to put as much effort into the crazy, you know, that we usually do. So yeah, that's that. Should we get started with looking at some kits, y'all? Because we gotta keep moving, because I gotta do a Saturday morning tutorial edit tonight, and that's on my brain right now. So let me go ahead. We're gonna flip this camera around. We are a little bit low budget technology here, so we flip the camera. We don't have multiple cameras all set up, not yet. We're working on that though. So we are gonna flip this around. Marina says, good luck in your move. Thank you. We are moving the physical store to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And we will be open on weekends only there, where the physical store is a thing that is slowing down a little bit for us. So we're going to be open on weekends. If it picks up there, then we'll open more. But we're mostly going to invest time in online and online sales and demos and tutorials, and we're going to spend a lot of time in the workshop here that we have here at Star Cottage Studio making new stuff. So that's going to be fun, I think. All right, so here's how this works. Let me put one of these down. I'll put this now down at the bottom of your screen. If you'd like to purchase from this video, get an email, get your email out, get your app open. You'll be addressing emails to info@allegorygallery.com. That's at the top of your screen in case you forget. It's also scrolling down here in this talk down here. So info@allegorygallery.com. These are IK lots for Inspiration Kit, IK. We've already done NK, a lot of NKs, and I don't want to get confused for new kit. So this is IK for Inspiration Kit. Number 1. So for example, you take IK1, you put that in the subject line of your email and send it on over to us. All right. So there are this number of these. My writing, I was writing with a Sharpie, so it's a little bit, there are 5 of these, and I'll go over that. So there are only 5 of these kits available. Most of these kits are done with vintage. I think all of them are done with some vintage components. So we make as many kits as we can, and we were able to make 5 of these ones. So let me show you these.
I used to make a lot of kit. I don't tend to make more than 12 now anymore.
No. Because people the people seem to prefer a variety rather than one kit and a lot of them.
And also, we're just a little company.
Yeah, we're a small company, small business.
We're not like having 800 million people watching.
No. Cheryl says it makes them more exclusive, right? So in this kit for $8 only, you're going to get this strand of vintage check glass. This is vintage check glass. And it has that AB finish on it, a beautiful yellow springy color. And then you're going to get these 2 metal beads. Look like little flowers, kind of, or little suns.
Oh.
Sun, Andrew says. He was enamored by the sun today. And then you get these 2 little beads here. And you're going to get an assortment of these glass beads with the suns or the flowers. Marina says, it was a pleasure to meet the group. I am a small home-based business starting out. That's awesome. We love that. We've helped a number of our friends, especially local friends who have started beading, set up their businesses and, file for their sales tax license and all that stuff. We love helping people get started, and we love working with beginners and people just starting out. So this is IK1. If you'd like to purchase that, send it to us in an email, info@allegorygallery.com. IK1 in the subject line, hit send. Please send a new email each time. Please do not go back to your old email that you sent and hit reply to send a new one, because that messes up the works on this end. So just send a new one every time you'd like to claim.
It'll just mean you lose every time.
Yeah, you'll pretty much lose out every time.
The autocollates, and so
yeah, it groups things by conversation in my email inbox. So it thinks that whole thing is one conversation. So I won't see it until the very last thing you send, and then I'll see all of your emails. And by then, other people may have claimed everything.
Then it's too late.
Yeah. So IK1, $8 only for this little kit. If you are wondering what is an inspiration kit, that's something we came up with to inspire you. These are not to make any particular product. They are color coordinated or material coordinated or design coordinated, or sometimes all of those things, into a little kit that we think might be something you could use. You add your own stash to it, and then you use it for inspiration. So maybe you're feeling a little blue right now and you want some bright yellow in your life. Grab one of these and play around with it. All right, so this is IK1, $8. And these are first come, first serve, everybody. So there are 5 of them available. The first 5 people that send us an email get them. Unless somebody requests more than one, you can do that. IK1 times 2, for example. And then you can grab more than one if you want.
We've been doing this a long time now.
We have been doing this a long time. I feel like I'm a broken record saying this over and over again. Sorry for all of you who do watch regularly. Probably get tired of hearing it, but for all the new people who might tune in and come on, it's good, I think, to go over it. Well, it's necessary, actually, because that's how we do business. All right, this one starts out, you saw that mix. Let me just put these down. There is a mix. I don't have a great bowl to dump out the mix. But let me see. I gotta find something. Surely I have something. You got one over there? Because I got something here, but I don't have anything to dump it into. Thank you. Okay, so these mixes are called our luxury bead blends, and there's a lot of good stuff usually in them. You get a 2x3 bag of the luxury bead blend. They will all be a little bit different, but also similar, because we do them in one big bag. Andrew creates them. Andrew went to art school, if you don't know. and has a degree in fine art. And he uses all of that knowledge, plus, forecasting of trends and all that stuff to make these. And so you never know what you're going to see in our blends. Sometimes there are gemstones, sometimes it's vintage Czech, sometimes there's S word crystal, which we're not allowed to say, the S word, right? But this one has a lot of beautiful stuff. You got those kind of blues and purples and some of those warm tones in there. So you get a bag of that. This is an S word crystal strand. These are the bicones. This is another strand of those in bicones, a smaller size. This is hand glazed Chinese ceramic, vintage Chinese ceramic, all hand glazed. Aren't those beautiful? These little flowers in there. And then you get these, the rounds that match. And then you're going to get one of these. These are from our Allegory Gallery Fine Pewter collection. We have a fine pewter collection. And this is a beautiful little like cherry blossom flower toggle. So that's a toggle for your pieces. These are also available individually in our online store. Any of the Allegory Fine Pewter generally that we have to show. Sometimes we have a secret collection, but a lot of them are also available in the online store separately. So that's $24 for that. Mainly the luxury bead blends, they're generally $10 to $12 a bag. And then you got these S word crystal. Those are where a lot of that pricing comes from. So if you like those, grab one of those. By the way, I did send out invoices if you purchased anything yesterday. So those invoices have gone out. Unless you sent me an email here recently within the last, few, well, now hours probably, but I sent them out last night, I think, which I said I would because I wanted to make sure that if anybody felt they missed something they wanted, or they could find a replacement for it. So, last night we looked at Javanese glass, or Manique it's called, and a lot of people really loved it. A lot of nice strands that were sold, but there are still a number of them available. So if you missed that, it is too late to save the 10% extra that we had, because we said that would only be good until this live today, but you can still claim those if you see something you like in there. All right. This kit, IK3, there are 4 of them available, $14. They start with these Czech glass peacock beads. Czech glass peacock. And then, are these lampwork? These look like lampwork. These little swirly beads, Andrew? They are. Doesn't remember who made them. It's been a while. These are vintage. But these are handmade lampwork beads, artisan lampwork beads. And you're going to get, I say beads because you're going to get 2 of those. And then you're going to get some of the Chinese ceramic. These ones are also hand glazed, but they're just, they don't have the designs on them. So you get 3 of those. You're going to get this gem cut strand of Czech glass, which is really, really pretty. And then you're going to get these vintage Czech glass bicones. Look at those. And they've got some of that AB finish on some of the facets, which just gives it an extra little boost and shine. So there are those. That's IK3, $14. Merle saying, can we combine yesterday and today's live sales for shipping? Possibly. Some of them have already gone out or gotten packed up. So if they have not already, then it's possible. We do not guarantee that any longer, but we do our best to combine shipping, especially for people who live further away, or when we see just a few new orders from a new person, we also will do that.
We always try to keep the shipping as low as possible.
Yeah, generally we pass along our commercial rates to you. We don't charge you what you would be charged at the post office. We charge you less. And everything is done by weight. And generally, if there's any significant overages, we refund all that to you. So we will probably charge you shipping multiple times when we send invoices. But if we package things together, you will end up getting a return. Yeah, it's like a rebate system, a refund system. If I charge you too much when I pack up the packages, or Barb packs up the packages, we give you a refund. But we always generally charge you almost every invoice. If I happen to see your name popping up a lot, and there'll be invoices that I'll skip the shipping on. But because I can't determine the weights of things while we're doing the live like this and what you're getting, I'll generally charge shipping on most invoices, and then we'll do a refund in the end once we see how much it's really going to cost.
Case by case.
Yes, we do not guarantee any combining. We will always try our best for you, though, if we know you want to. That's what I can say for sure.
We used to guarantee that we combine, but then when we did shipping from the store, the back room looked like a tornado had run through it.
Yes.
And I think it gave our helper at the time a nervous breakdown. So they just started sticking stuff underneath the table.
They literally they left and said, "I don't think this is good for my mental health." I was like, "Oh, we need to change something then, because this is not what we want to do to people."
And then people be like, "Where's my stuff?" And be like, "Well, you said you wanted to combine."
Yeah. So a lot of people, for a while we tried to combine everything, and then we got people who were angry because they weren't getting stuff. And then sometimes now when we don't combine as much, people get upset because they're like, I had 2 orders. I wanted them to ship together. So now that's what we say. We do our best. And we will try to save you money wherever we can, but we also want you to get your packages as quickly as we can get them to you.
Because otherwise it becomes like a puzzle.
Yes.
The
never-ending mental gymnastics. All right.
And I'm so happy I don't have to do it.
That's Barb's job and mine right now for this month while Barb is gone.
I can put stuff in a box and wrap it so it doesn't break. But if it's the other stuff, then no.
So this kit, IK4, $20, starts with this gem cut strand here. Then you get these, which I think there are 3 of them. These are check glass. Merle says, "Thank you, William and Andrew." Thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you. Couldn't do it without y'all.
No. And then these are vintage check. And you're going to get an AG fine pewter toggle here in antique copper. So that's a nice little toggle that we're throwing in there on that one.
I'm hoping that the sale goes well tonight and people like kids, because we got tires to buy.
Yeah, we do. We have.
And there's a class I want to go. Normally we don't do anything for William because we're so broke after Tucson. And it's the most terrible weather. So we're saving up for our class for him as a treat, because we're starting to do casting. We had a very generous angel investor who, we have to pay them back, but they fronted the money for us to purchase the equipment. And we got almost everything on our list. I think we're maybe $50 over budget. You can't count the same.
I didn't.
That's my long cherished wish.
It
And
didn't
the
count the
ring
same.
stretcher.
It didn't count that either.
I don't know how you're doing your mouth.
By spreadsheet.
Mine is by like that. Like I did it by the penny.
So this is IK4, everybody. This is, these are fire polish check glass. And then these are vintage check. And sometimes you will notice if Andrew's talking, I will just keep showing things and not always talking about them, because otherwise we could be here all night. And I've got a video to do. So while he's talking, I will show you. But if you have questions on any specific thing that we don't talk about, please do feel free to ask. Okay. And this one, there are 3 available. So IK3 and IK4, there is only one of each left so far. Lorena said, not sure how this works. I sent the email. You got one of these, Lorena. I can say that. I usually don't. So this was a thing that came up yesterday as I went through the comments again after. People were saying that there were some tendencies to act like not quite outright asking, but asking kind of why we don't let people know when they've won. Because people are like, I don't know what I've won, so I can't say if I've over budgeted. Or the reason we don't say that is because we have had things where if we tell you what you've won, the whole world knows how much you've spent, and some people are very cautious about that. Sometimes spouses end up knowing if they watch the lives, and some people are really not great with that. So there are a number of reasons why we don't say, hey, this person got this, and this person got that, and this person got this.
But we will sometimes say that something's sold out.
Yes, we will generally say if it has sold out or if there's one left.
Unless I'm doing it, then I don't know.
He doesn't watch at the same time.
Because I have my phone, and then unless it's a psychic connection, I don't know.
Yeah. So that's the reason we don't, because some people were kind of hinting like, I wish I knew, like without outright saying, can you tell me if I got these? One, sometimes it's hard to know exactly who got them in the email as it comes in, because we're trying to do 80 things at once already.
Yeah, it's like hiding your head and rubbing your tummy.
Yeah.
And talking and
and demonstrating, and yeah.
That's tricky.
It's tricky. But we also have people have been like, whoa, please don't say that I've gotten stuff. Don't out me, pretty much, right? In that way, because they don't want people knowing how much they've spent, or their spouses to watch and know they've spent. You know.
They're a small business and they don't want to know.
Yeah, people to know where they're getting their stuff from. Lorena's asking, do I register online? It's easier than that. When you're all done claiming for the night, just send us an email with your shipping address, and we will send you out an invoice. We invoice via Square. We'll send you an invoice. It will come from info@allegorygallery.com. Usually that invoice comes that night or the day after. Oftentimes it's the day after. We'll send you the invoice for the things that you've gotten. I will say, for all the newbies out there, please do not send an email for something you don't want. So for example, you cannot send an email for every single kit tonight in hopes that you're going to get one of them. That is frowned upon. You get pretty much kicked out. Because when you send an email, if it's available to you, we do expect you to take it. That means you want it. And I do know it is hard to know. You can't know if you've gotten everything, but kind of budget it with it in mind, assuming maybe you've gotten everything you've asked for, right? And that's the safest way to play. But if you do send us a lot of emails and then you come back and say, oh no, I just want that one, we will usually deal with it once if you're new, and then we'll give you a stern warning, and then we won't do that again. And it's not because we're being evil. It's just, it's a lot of work to gather everything together. Because if you want it, that means someone else didn't. And so if I go through everything and you've picked everything, and I'm like, yes, this was a great sale. This new person wants everything. And then you come back and say, I only want 2 of those. out of all those 10 that I claimed. Then all the people that I already didn't invoice for and said no to didn't get them, and we lose out on those sales. And we're too small. We are concerned about that. So that's that. So this is a beautiful kit, IK5. I will say IK3 has now sold out, everybody. IK3 is sold out. Lorraine's asking, how do I pay? We send you an invoice via Square. You can pay by credit card. There are also different ways to pay via Square. There's an afterpay option, depending on what you qualify for. But generally, it's an invoice you pay with a credit card. And Square is a big name processor. If you've ever seen those little white Square things at stores or coffee shops or anything like that, that's who we use.
That's how we run our register.
That's how we run our register in store. So these run through that system. And we'll send you an invoice via email. You just hit pay and put in your credit card number to pay. All right, that's the easiest way anyway. There are, like I said, multiple options. This is IK5, this nice bright. These are one of my favorites. I think I showed these for a long time. These are kind of rounds that are faceted. These are vintage. And again, sorry my nails are all gunked up. Every time we have to clean the pellet stove, that happens. So these have a beautiful faceting on them. These are fairly large holes. Suzanne said, once I bid accidentally, I paid though, it was my fault. If you make an accident, generally let us know. I don't, we're not that kind of strict. No, but you know, it's more so we've had people who, you know, before we really, I mean, it sounds like we're really tough about this, but before we got tough about this, we'd have people who claimed often everything and then often said no to a lot of it.
There's a reason.
There's always a reason. If we get strict about anything, there's always a real reason behind it because we're so easygoing generally.
That's like you wonder why there's like laws about like bestiality.
At some point, that got big enough that it had to happen.
Yeah, somebody had to put their foot down and say, "Not today."
Not today.
Don't go against the laws of human.
All right, this is a really pretty blue kit. For those of you who like blue. So let me show you what's in here. You're going to get this vintage check glass strand. These lovely vintage faceted rounds. Look at that beautiful color in those. I love the vintage colors. Such a pretty color. And then Andrew paired it with these glass drops. And these are almost like a milky glass. I love these. I had to ask him what these were exactly to make sure they weren't, you know, you never know. They are glass. Beautiful. And then these are check glass. These little tile-like beads here, and you're going to get a number of those in this kit. This kit is $16, and there are only 4 kits available for all of you out there who like blue. And then you have this foil glass, these foil glass rounds in here. These from India? Yeah. So these are Indian foil glass, vintage Indian foil glass. We try and let you know where everything comes from as best we can too. We're very big on that. So like Lorena, when you're out making things and you're telling your customers about what the beads are and what's in everything, you know where things came from. It's very important to us so that you can tell your customers so you sound knowledgeable on what you've made as well. And I'm just calling you out because you're new and you've said hi. Get these check glass beads, vintage check. You're going to get this S-hook clasp. And then these are check glass pony beads or roller beads, they call them. They're like the large hole, but these are not plastic. They are check glass. That little metallic coating on them. All right, IK6, $16 only for all of that. Like if you could take that, 2 of those, like 2 of those, 2 of those, and maybe like 2 of those and arrange them in some way, right? Let's say you arrange them like this. There's a pair of earrings. You could sell that for easily, what, $12, 10, 12 bucks for that pair of earrings, and you've almost made your whole kit money back. That's what we
always try to be mindful of that.
Yeah, that's what we mean when we say that we try to make sure that we're, I know we're retailers mostly, but we do try to keep that in mind for people when we price what we have, because we want you to make money too. I mean, that's not the point for everybody. Some people just make it for themselves, and that's great too. But if you are out there and you're working hard to make money at a show, we want you to be able to take our kits, get inspiration from them, make things to make money with, and still make a profit. We could charge a lot more for this kit, but that's not who we are. Some people would charge you a lot more for this kit, especially since it has vintage materials, and those are things that, vintage is something that you're not going to find everywhere, right? So when you do make things for a show, you can say these are vintage. Good luck finding this pair of earrings or this bead or this component anywhere else. You're not, right? Very rarely are you going to be able to come across the same things that we have.
Unless you get in a time machine.
Unless you get in a time machine, right? Lorena says, wow, nice. Yes, absolutely. I buy high quality gemstones and findings. I want my customers to know what they're paying for. Yes, that's important to us. And we do have, if you ask the people who watch us, we do have a lot of very nice high quality merchandise in our online store. And sometimes we show here.
You all get ready.
Yeah, we have a lot of gemstones arriving in a box soon, from some of our big gemstone suppliers that you all love. You love to love, right? We always get quality from Tucson. We weren't able to go this year, but in person, but we went virtually. And we got some good stuff for y'all coming up. You want quality gemstones? You know where you get them at great prices. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. So that's a
gird yourself.
Gird yourself. Beautiful toggle in that gold finish, gold color finish. Suzanne says, buy with confidence from William Jones and Andrew Thornton. No problems ever. Thank you. We can't say there's never any problems. I'm glad you've not had any. We appreciate that. Every once in a while it happens. I got a little upsetting email today. Somebody tried to reach out and contact us and said they couldn't get a hold of us. And unfortunately, I have still not seen, I go into the store most days, even though we're not there, and I check the phone, and there were no voicemails, there were no texts, there were no emails, but that doesn't mean that they weren't doing it. Might have been a wrong number, might have been, I try and check my spam. That happens sometimes. We try our best to always take care of our people. And I feel bad that person didn't feel that way. Marianne's had one teensy problem in 3 years, and hopefully we fixed it. Hopefully we fixed it for you. You're still with us, so we must have done right? We try. And that's the thing is, before you go out there, especially with a small business, and you go out there and you give them a bad review or anything like that, write them. Give us a chance to make it right if something went wrong. Because, a lot of stuff comes up. We've had a lot of stuff in our personal life lately. And as much as you say that shouldn't interfere in business, or some people will, we are the business. So when things come up for us personally, between deaths in the family and my other job burning down and all that entails, things sometimes get a little bit wild. And if people don't watch these lives or they don't subscribe to our emails, they don't know what's happening. So we do our best. And so please, if you ever have an issue, just reach out to us. We're pretty great about trying to solve things, I think. Marianne says, yes, Andrew gave me a solution to fix my ammonite. That's good.
I don't even remember.
That's good. Did an ammonite, did it break in transit?
I don't remember.
I don't remember now either.
I try to block out that stuff.
I know. Cheryl says, ooh, pretty. Aren't these pretty? This strand is mostly the price. That's what this strand. So you're getting this for extra. And this was the price back in the 90s for that strand. So if you can imagine what that would be sold for today, plus the extras you get, this kit is a nice, inexpensive kit. That golden white strand looks like caramel and white chocolate truffle, says Susan. I know, right? Are you going to start with food? You going to start with the food again?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't us this time. We didn't even ask about food. We didn't even ask. Marion says, yes, one of the pear. That's right, because you bought a pear. I would have replaced it if we could have replaced the pear. But because it was one of those pear ones, we couldn't do much about that one.
Anyways, my memory is going, so
yeah,
that's what's happening.
Susan says, sorry. Whoop. So there are 4 of this kit, IK7. Well, now there are 3 left. I've seen email coming in for that. Emily says, you have been very generous and the combinations you put together have been amazing. Can't wait to get my order on the way. Did I ship an order for you today? Did you have an order with us from the store? I feel like you had an order that I got out the door today, maybe. I've done a lot of orders today, though, so I might be mixing things up. Here's another one of these blues. Oh, Emily says, yes, I thought so. I was working on those. I'm finally catching up to the in-store video, the store tour video for some of y'all. And so that's what I was working on a lot today. Suzanne says, I know I've got a package coming soon. Another one went today. I think you have 2 coming soon.
Knocked out anybody.
I know, right? If you're going to say it, I'll let you know. Okay. That.
So what are people's favorite combinations? I'm kind of tired of talking about shipping. That's all we've been talking about all day.
I know. Norma's asking, how many kits will there be tonight? Trying to pace herself.
In theory, 20.
In theory, 20. We may have to. He's
last.
finishing up some. We may have to take an intermission for a little while.
I might. I don't know. We've got, wait.
I'm on 8 right now.
So then there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There's going to be at least 15.
Yeah. I'm losing steam, y'all.
Yeah, he's been
since 4:30 this morning working on this stuff.
So this is IK8. You're getting this check glass strand here, vintage check. These little beautiful blue leaves. One does make great earrings. I think so. And then you're going to get these dagger beads, which I can't say. Well, I can say it, but I can't put it in the online store as a dagger bead. But these little beautiful kind of frosted check glass, vintage check beads. And then these hand-carved, these are dyed gemstone of some sort. Dyed stone, hand-carved. And
they
then
say it's dyed fossil, but I don't believe it.
Oh. I don't know. Don't know. But dyed stone of some sort.
So.
No, it's a good dye job. Then you're going to get these fine pewter components.
Unless you take a bath in like acetone.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not good for you. Fine pewter component S hook. And these check glass flowers. Little tiny check glass flowers. And that's IK8. There are 4 of these available. Get them while you can. Now, for those of you who do not, or for the ones that are not claimed, we always give our videos a few days, and then we will either run these through the D-Stash group, possibly, or just put them in the online store after that. And sometimes the price goes up a little bit when they go into the online store because it's more work to do that. So generally, you're always going to get the best price when you watch us live and claim from our lives. Plus, it's more fun to do it this way. All right. Isn't this lovely? So you're going to get these coral chips, vintage coral chips. Let me show you these. Cheryl's saying, oh boy. Oh, I see Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra. I don't know what Cheryl's oh boying. I missed that one. Sometimes my comments jump and I don't see them until I decide to scroll through.
Is it me complaining?
Andrew complaining. No.
She usually picks up on my sass pretty quick.
Cheryl says everything, LOL. Andrew gets sassy sometimes.
That's my nature.
Says, I was born this way.
My mom told me I was born tired. I was like, I could see that.
This is one of our Allegory Gallery Fine pewter toggles in antique silver. These are available individually as well on our website. And then these are a check glass. This is a modern check glass, I believe. Is this vintage or is this one modern?
I wish I could see.
Oh yeah,
Those are modern.
that's what I thought. These are more modern, contemporary. But they have the Picasso edge on them and then they're table cut glass.
You know why I bought those, right?
Why?
Because we have a laser.
Oh, that's right.
Like, I'm going to put my designs on these things. And it turns out it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So,
it's not as easy as everyone makes it sound.
Huh?
It's not as easy.
Linka doesn't make it sound easy.
No, but people on the internet sometimes do. They're like, oh, just put it in the laser and cut it.
Yeah, and then they also mess up their laser.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. It's not as easy as some of them say. So you get that. That's a vintage check glass. So I love that. This is my favorite one of the evening so far. Lorena says, have you noticed lampwork beads have gone up in price? Yes. We have a ton of vintage ones we did a show on a little bit ago where we had the old prices. We had the prices from like the 90s on that lampwork glass. But we do, yes, lampwork glass, artisan glass has gone up in price lately. And that's because their glass has gone up in price and their gas has gone up in price and their equipment has gone up in price.
Boy, has equipment gone up in price.
Right?
So there's a glass setup that somebody posted. And I'm super tempted.
Andrew's covetous of the glass setup.
I know. When I was in New York, I had it. And unfortunately, I didn't have a car. So I tried to take it on the subway to refill my tank. And the conductor or the attendant at the booth was like, no way.
They're like, you are not taking those tanks into the subway.
If that falls over, it will shoot off like a rocket. And I was like, I'll hold it between my legs. And then they're like, no. And then so I try to hail a cab, and they're like, no.
None of the cabs wanted you either.
No. So that pretty much ended my lampwork
career.
pretty much.
So this just to show you, this is a luxury bead blend inside of this kit. This is IK10. They're $20. There are 7 of these. I'm sorry, 8 of these kits. I made a mistake here. 8 of these kits available. This is a luxury bead blend with amethyst, rose quartz, and some beautiful check glass in there. And some vintage check glass in there. So this is mostly a gemstone mix for the most part. And so you get that, and you're going to get this fire polished check glass strand with the AB finish on it. And you're going to get this strand, which back in the 80s or 90s was $4. You know that would not be $4 in this day and age. But I left that price on there just so you can see.
They're maybe not that old.
Okay, not that old on these ones?
No, that's probably early 2000s.
Okay.
Which is still 20 years
Still 20 some years ago, right? Hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. Says ooh la la. Thank you very much. And this is one of our Allegory Gallery fine pewter toggles that's available on our website at great price. Our fine pewter toggles and fine pewter stuff is wonderfully priced. We're also running a sale if you missed that in our online store right now. Just use the coupon code moving sale, all one word, moving sale, and you can save 25% off almost everything in the online store for a limited time. We're still moving, so you're still saving. That was my tagline for my email. But
even though in theory we probably should make our lives easier by not
making more sales while we're moving and trying to catch up.
And yeah, because then it gets, with the shipping, it's a little bit wild because our helper's out.
Yes. So that's IK10, $20 if you're interested in that one. All right, intermission time till I get some more from Andrew. Are they ready over here? One moment, everybody. Talk amongst yourselves.
You can talk with them too.
This one's new. Some good ones over here, y'all. Limited quantities on these. I just got to make the little papers, everybody.
So nobody said what their favorite colors were.
People, tell us. Interact. Say hi. If you're out there watching, say hello, make friends, introduce yourself.
Where are you watching from? I know where the new people are.
Let us know where you're watching from.
Check.
It's bathroom break time. Bio break, as they call it, right? Bio break, that's the new thing.
Have a confab in the bio break.
Right.
Did you leave it something for them to look at least?
No, the penny.
Oh, right.
Sorry, everybody. Says a good time for a break. Our shows tend to go a little bit long sometimes because we like to hang out a lot.
This just takes a really long time. I don't know if you've ever had to do this, but this takes a really long time. Making kits. I've been working on these for the past couple days.
Okay. We've gotten some more done here with the little tags on them. So we'll take a look at some more, and then we'll grab some more again later. All right.
That wasn't too long.
That wasn't too long, right? Let's see here. Lorena says, time to make dinner. I enjoyed this time with you all. I will check your store sale. Have a nice evening. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll tune in again soon.
We have so many new people tonight.
We've had new people, new orders in the online store too, which is nice. Thank you for joining us. Let your friends know we exist, please.
But like, how are people finding us?
I don't know. If you're new, how'd you find us? Let us know. Okay, favorite colors. Marianne says yellow and blue. Cheryl says at this moment, chartreuse. Lena says gray, purple, lime green. Suzanne's digging pinks, browns, and yellows for now. Tracy says, hoping he's looking for ugly beads because I'm running out of money. Is there such a thing as an ugly bead, though?
Yeah.
And that's, Marianne says, in my opinion, yes, there are ugly beads. She said, all the pink beads.
Oh no.
Tracy says, LOL, I agree, but trying to make sure I don't offend. I'm too new here to make enemies, LOL. Tracy said that. Tracy Horan.
Oh, I get in trouble all the time.
Andrew does get in trouble all the time.
Even if I didn't do anything.
Tracy says favorite color is purple. Favorite color is purple. All right. I cannot believe not a single person has claimed IK9. Nobody likes this color together. I don't know. That's my favorite one tonight. Maybe this one's my favorite one now that I've seen this one. This is IK11 coming up. IK11 is $24. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. You start with this Kazuri bead. This is Kazuri, right?
I think it's closer. That's Kazuri.
Yeah, Kazuri beads. These are stone.
Polychrome, matte polychrome jasper.
Look at that. Maybe I should have made this price higher.
I actually knew what jasper that was.
Knew what jasper that one was.
That's the other reason I've been looking at it. What the hell is this that I bought 20 years ago?
Right. Lena says, we're nice. We don't bite. Right?
Who?
We all.
Who's we?
Andrew, you saying you bite?
You start grabbing at something I'm shopping for, I'll bite.
Oh boy. He's almost had to do that before.
One time, Suzanne will appreciate this story because she knows who it's about. But Georgia, I snuck up behind her and I started reaching she's reaching for something, and I started to try to snatch it out from under her. She whipped around so quick, like she's gonna punch me in the face. And then she's like, "Oh, Andrew."
This is IK11, $24. There's only 3 of these kits available. This one has these little pebbly beads. Check glasses or vintage check. This beautiful metal pewter bead, fine pewter, Kazuri beads. You also get this baggie of these little metal spacer beads.
Hey, Suzanne, do you know why they didn't air the episode that she's in?
Oh,
on that show on Netflix. I'm not going to say which show.
I'm going to say which show. So it says, I claimed a lot of the bone carvings, not much excess money now. LOL, heart.
Oh, awesome. The random ones?
Yes, she got some of the nice bone carvings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Andrew's like, oh, I didn't know. Andrew doesn't always know what everybody gets anymore.
I don't know what anybody gets.
Suzanne says, Georgia, heart. Lorena says, actually, I heard of you from other designers I follow. That's awesome.
Name them.
Andrew's like, name them so we know who our friends are. Who are our friends?
Maybe we'll get us something good.
Who are our friends who are naming us? We'd like to thank them. So yeah, please feel free to.
Somebody I like, I'll send us something good in the mail.
Yeah, we always like to. You support us, we support you. That's the way life goes, right? Or should go.
We met in Tucson, though, right? Or am I making this up?
Norma says, my chat text keeps shutting off and I miss conversations until I go out and come back in. Norma, you got the YouTube issues. That's happening to Tracy too.
It could be that we walked away for a second.
Unless it's the comments.
Oh, the comment?
Is it the comments or is it? Yeah, because we did have to go away for a little bit to do some more tag making here. This IK11 is nice.
Check my pricing because sometimes I start pricing stuff and people like,
especially when he's tired.
Don't worry about it, man.
He gives the store away. I have to open up each kit and take a look. Sorry, everybody. Sometimes it's for your benefit, though, out there. Sometimes Andrew goes a little crazy.
I I'm not crazy.
He's not crazy, he says. It's the comment, she says. That's weird.
Hmm.
All right, so you got, look at this check glass. Have you seen check glass like this? I had to ask Andrew for sure what that was, because it looks like coral or something to me, fossilized coral.
It's not.
And it's not. It's a beautiful red, cherry red check glass strand. Vintage, of course.
It's got a red Picasso on top of the red, and it makes it even more lustrous.
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Beautiful.
They look like berries almost.
And this kit is $12. There are only 4 of them available. IK12. Norma says, I keep missing people joining and conversing until way later. Huh. That's strange. And then you're going to get this this kind of ruby red check glass with this metallic. You get that gold metallic luster on there. And then you get this golden toggle. And then you get these little heart charms. Little heart and key charms. Just to show you both sides. And I'm messing them up with my fingerprints, but they're nice. Shiny. Tracy has to feed the water children. Don't show anything I want for a few minutes. Try not to. We'll try not to. I gotta.
What are the water children?
The water children? What is the water? Are they fish? You got fish? You feeding the fish? What is that? Water children. What is that?
Or are they like mermaids?
You got mermaids we don't know about?
I don't know.
Marianne says that happens sometimes to her on YouTube, but not tonight. I've not heard of that yet. I've not heard of that yet.
Did you try turning it off and then turning it on? The universal advice.
Right. Universal IT advice.
Did y'all watch
Restart.
That IT show? Do you remember that one?
Oh, Trace says, feed and water the children, my kids.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that
was
makes.
Like, what is that?
Yeah, I was like, what? Feed. Oh, I was reading it wrong. Feed. I thought it was feed the water. Feed and water children. Okay.
Oh.
See, my eyes are. I'm reading things that aren't there.
You getting Wonkadoodle too?
I know. I've been looking at orders too much.
You've been looking at that screen.
I know, all day. So these are vintage check bicone, faceted bicones. Faceted? Yeah, they are faceted. Faceted bicones. This is a long strand of those. And then you get these little flower beads. And these are, if you can't see, because sometimes the screen doesn't show the color right, these are a pinky purple color, like kind of a lavender amethyst kind of color. And then you get this hand glazed Chinese ceramic vintage bead. Let's see. Lorena says the IK11 would make a great men's bracelet or necklace. Yes, it would. If that doesn't sell out, I might do something with that. Maybe we'll see. I like that one. There are only 3 of them, though, so we'll see. We'll see if there's any left for me. Then these little flowers, check glass flowers. These little table cut flowers. And then this Allegory Gallery fine pewter. This is that floral toggle, again in the antique gold. All right, IK13, $18 only for that whole kit. Inspiration kit, hopefully give you some inspiration. Maybe you don't use that color often, but you want to, give yourself a challenge. Sometimes you need a challenge to break out of, your routine. So that's the inspiration kits are also good for that. They're an inexpensive way to try a new color or a new material. Lauren says, trying to leave and get in the kitchen, not easy. We like to make it not easy. But we're gonna have to do a break soon again, so maybe that'll be your time to run. But we appreciate that it's not easy. That means you like our stuff. We like that.
There's just the one behind you.
Okay. Check glass, check glass, check glass. Beautiful vintage check glass. These look like icy little mini faceted glaciers or something. Love that color. And then you got this long strand. Like Barnaby's tail, his long tail, long boy. That's our cat, Barnaby. Whether he does or not, he talks about how long his tail is. That's what we say. He's a long boy. So you get this long strand of these beautiful, faceted kind of nuggets in this check glass. And you get another Kazuri bead. This time in this beautiful blue-green color. That mossy green with the bright blue. And then you get an Allegory Gallery fine pewter toggle in antique copper. Also available on our website. Nice pricing on that if you're looking for nice fine pewter components. Can't go wrong with any of those. And then you're going to get 2 packs of these different size round spacer beads in metal. And that's $16 for that kit. If you're interested, IK 14. Marion says, so many lovely kits tonight. Sigh. Thank you. Whoops. And there I took them away again before I went back. I have this one ready to go. Oop. Oh, you're going to love this one, everybody. I can't believe you found more ladybugs, Andrew.
It's a miracle.
I thought those were long gone.
No, I have a stash. Of course.
He's got a stash of them. Okay, everybody. Oh, I'm going to hit the camera again, probably with my chair. These ladybugs, everybody else, you got more ladybugs? And I have to say no, because I didn't think we had any more ladybugs. So this is $18, IK 15. You're going to get these vintage Chinese ceramic hand glazed beads. These are always fun and add a beautiful detail to anything you make. Cheryl says, my color. Then you get these wonderful AB coated faceted rondelles. These are vintage check glass. And then you're going to get these. I love these faceted kind of, I guess they're rondelles. You can call them a rondelle. But I love this shape when they're flat cut top and bottom. IK 15 again. This is S-word crystal strand by cones. And then you're going to get the Allegory Gallery fine pewter lovebird pendant or charm in antique gold. These are really popular on our site. Really fat heishi, right? Something like that. Something like that. These are hand-carved stone. These look like pyrite. Hand-carved leaves and pyrite. And then the ladybugs. Everybody loves the ladybugs. I don't know how many people have come in. Do you have any more of those? I saw that ladybug kit in your online store. And then I'm like, did you buy it there? They're like, no. Do you have it in store? And I'm like, no, it's only online. That's happened many times. And then oftentimes we go to look in the online store and the ladybug kits are all sold out. So here's a ladybug kit for anybody out there who's been wanting a ladybug kit. Not available in store. Nothing available right now in store. And there's a ladybug coming crawling up to me like it knew. It says, those are my people.
Some of my people.
I know. Marion says, such sweet ladybugs. They are. Oops. As I shoot it. These are ceramic, Andrew says. Ceramic ladybugs. So IK15, the ladybug's heading to the UV light. IK15, $18. 5 of these kits available only. Get them while you can. All right, is that the end of the show tonight?
I think so.
Andrew's worn out.
He
has a number of them in the works.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm doing a lot of stuff at once, which is good. It's just I'm running out of steam.
He's not only making kits, he's like cleaning as he goes and tidying up and lots of stuff.
I'm making room for the move.
Yeah. Let me flip this camera around real quick again, and we will say a quick goodbye.
I hope people buy these because I need to make room. We need to play Knockout in this online store so we can make room in our lives.
I know. Especially since we got a nice big boxes of gemstones coming. So use that coupon code, moving sale, to save 25% off most everything in the online store. Tracy says, okay, so I go away to make dinner and you end the show. I'll stay. Keep going. We got to go because I got to do a Saturday morning tutorial that I got to edit and post. So do tune in. Jen is showing you how to make a beautiful pendant. I would say pendant. It's a little bit big for a charm. Wire wrapped heart pendant with some beautiful red crystal. As always in our Saturday morning tutorial, there is no kit to specially use with it. You don't have to buy a kit to do it. It's done with mostly wire and some beads we found around in some of our bead blends. So if you have any, beads, you can use them. So yeah. Let's see here. Danette says, I used the moving cell code in my gift certificate a few minutes ago. Thank you so much. Danette was one of the winners in our design competition. So
we did that?
Yeah, we did a design competition. We gave out a lot of gift cards. So please use them.
I feel like we should do something. We should end the note on a positive.
Didn't we? Isn't this positive?
More positive.
Okay.
Flip the camera back around.
Tracy says, thank you all for welcoming me to the group. I won't be so chatty next time. Sweet tea is kicking in late. Good night. Get some rest. You can be chatty. We like it when people are chatty. Otherwise, we look like we're talking to ourselves. That's what it feels like.
Flip the camera around.
Okay. Hurry up, though, Andrew, because I do have a video to edit.
Do it.
You don't have much time.
Here. This will be a prize for somebody.
What are you going to do? How are you going to name the prize?
Just don't put me on the spot. I don't think of it.
Okay, let's show them the prize while you think about it. This is one of our other kits. So this is a prize for tonight, and Andrew's going to tell you how you might want to win this.
After you show everything.
After I show everything. I think these are Egyptian crystal, these ones. Whoa. Beautiful crystal. Lots of these crystals. So let me show you all those. Let's get them all sorted out here. So you get all those beautiful crystal there. You can get the shell in various forms.
So it's going to be the first person who comes up with the right answer on our end.
Okay, we're watching Instagram and we're watching YouTube and Facebook. These are faceted pearls, y'all.
Look how big they are.
We have beautiful faceted pearls in our online store. If you're looking for faceted pearls, these are vintage.
I might take those back out.
Got pearls in here. This is an Allegory Gallery Fine Pewter Mermaid in antique silver. So there's the kit.
All right. So the question is, we are currently getting equipment at Star Cottage Studio. What is this equipment going to be used for?
Okay. First person to say it wins this kit. We'll ship it out to you.
First right person.
First right person, of course. Susan Casting.
Correct.
That is correct. Susan Surreal, you are the winner of this beautiful kit.
If you say what kind of casting, I'll throw something. We'll do a bonus round. If you say what kind of casting.
Lena said casting equipment for pewter.
No.
It says polymer casting.
No.
Metal, says Tracy.
More specific. More specific, y'all.
And saying metal. Susan says AG fine pewter. Metal.
Facebook user, that's probably Susan.
Resin.
No. Movie.
Fine silver. Resin casting.
It's a specific process.
We're talking about the kind of process, the casting process.
I would love to cast with gold, but these are all done in a specific way.
Harry says lost wax casting.
Correct.
There we go. Harry got that one.
Here, we got this. This can be your prize if you choose to accept it. You like that, Harry? You may have this one already. If you like that one, you can have that one. Say yes or no.
Let us show it. Here it goes. Harry says thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Harry says, love the horse. That's part of the Allegory Gallery Fine Pewter collection. You come up with something else, or is that the end, Andrew?
That's the end.
That's the end? All right. Let me flip the camera back around again.
My goose is cooked.
And
is that a real thing that people say?
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Lorena says, okay, now I'm not leaving yet. Now I'm leaving. Now I'm not leaving. Now you can leave. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Have a great weekend. We probably will not be online throughout the weekend. Who knows, though? Sometimes we pop on, especially with the move. We might be showing you stuff. I don't know. But for now, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.
See ya.